Hello again, this is Alex with MasterChartsTrading.com, and this is market recap for Friday, January 18, 2018. First of all, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. So we'll pretty much do the same thing we always do. This video could be slightly shorter than others, but we will try to cover all of the information. So first, let's look at S&P 500. This is ES1 exclamation point. The lines you see on this chart, the green horizontal, blue, red, and the yellow line, you can find out more about them at MasterChartsTrading.com. These are calculated by the it's a mathematically calculated lines. So they help to determine where the security is going. Is it going higher or lower? At the very least, in the sense of, are we going to be bullish or bearish about the particular security? So in this case, we see here a very severe sell-off in mid-December of last year, and then a very large, equally large rally back towards the same levels. So if you listen to my previous videos, I kept saying the same thing. I want to see bearish price action around this red indicator line at 2553. It never occurred. It never happened. It just continued. The price just continued higher. So if you're a subscriber, then you know that we didn't send any alerts to sell or to short. So now I'm basically keeping my mind open and seeing if we see another breakout towards the bullish levels. And in this case, I think a breakout above 27.11 or so, 27.10, would signify that this whole thing from December into January basically worked itself off. And again, this is fine with me. We can trade any security on downside or upside. It really makes no difference. The tricky part about S&P 500 and stocks in general is the fact that they have what's called a bullish bias. And that's just a tendency of stocks to go up with time. So I more hesitate to short stocks than to short commodities or currencies. So I am more inclined to buy stocks than to sell them. So again, we will keep an open mind, and if we see a breakout 27.10, this is my signal basically to go ahead and start opening new longs. I did not open any shorts here, so I'm going to start opening new longs if or when we get here. And we're getting pretty close, because this is a very sizable rally. So if you're a stock bull, you should be very happy. Okay, briefly, let's look at junk bonds. And junk bonds are behaving also inconsistent with bearish behavior back in January, back in the beginning of January of this year. You can see a breakout above this overhead resistance. This is JNK ETF for high yield bonds, and I didn't see that roll over. I wanted to see a close below this red line. It never occurred, and I see price continues to go higher together with S&P 500. So junk bonds and S&P 500 correlate quite highly. Perhaps we're witnessing bottoming action in junk bonds, and if the junk bonds break out above this blue line, which is currently at 35.46, this is JNK, then again I have no problem being bullish on the junk bonds. Here in beginning of January of this year, I did not send any alerts to short this security. So I'm looking at price action, and I'm seeing decent price action. So let's keep an open mind again. TLT, the bonds, I personally have a position open. I opened back on the 11th of January. Actually, I had another position here which I already closed, so I'm gonna get rid of that, but the position was closed on January 3rd. So I opened another one here with a, hope of it going higher. I think the bonds are still tentatively in the bull market. Anything is possible of late, but right now TLT, especially the treasuries, are in a bull market, and we will see where this takes us. This right now a very confusing time for the markets as well as the politics. All right, let's look at gold, XAU USD rather. So basically I thought we saw a breakout here on January 3rd. Today I'm not so sure. This really strong red candle here, and the way the DXY, the dollar index, is acting, it's not terribly bearish. This is a bullish behavior. So right now it's kind of difficult, really difficult period. So I'm looking at gold and I'm seeing this potential breakout, yet at the same time dollar is also appreciating in price. So we're seeing some weird time right now. So as a result of this, I would probably just cut my positions as much as possible and potentially trade as little as possible also. Because like of late I've been opening really tiny positions and just very few of them. Because of the of late it's just been really tough times to trade. Because of the volatility, obviously. Okay, so we see gold acting weirdly in relationship to dollar. We'll see where this takes us, basically. We just need to take it one day at a time. US oil, I want to look at US oil. So bottom here, 24th, 26th of December, with a rebound. So we're approaching this level of $55. And I'm thinking that if the price action confirms, I'm thinking about possibly starting to think about shorting it here as well. Because I think oil is currently in a bear market and I would be trading it on the downside, basically. Okay, so this recap was relatively short because the week was really not very eventful for S&P 500. I mean, in a sense, it's kind of approaching this breakout level, and I am, basically just waiting where this is going to take us. This price action. If we see a rollover, I'm okay selling. If we see a breakout, then I'm okay buying. Okay, to find out more about these lines on this chart, please go to MasterChartsTrading.com. You can sign up there for a free trial. I offer free trial, 30-day free trial on all of my subscriptions. And of course, if you want just free access, you get quite a bit of videos on trading that I recorded here in the training section. So you get the price action trading, which is basically my indicators that I just showed to you, and you can find out more about them also on TradingView. And also I highly recommend you subscribe to alerts which I send out on a daily basis. So it's a newsletter and alerts in your mailbox. And of late I've been actually recording a daily video as well. So do sign up for that. It's $24.95 per month, not a expensive deal at all. I think the best deal is obviously the complete package, the alerts, the newsletter together with the price action indicators. And you can actually look me up as well. On TradingView, I'm at MasterCharts, and I'm referring to these indicators that you can have on your chart. All right, that's it for this week's recap. Thanks for watching. Again, if you have any comments, questions, etc., please share them below. And thank you for watching. Have another great trading week. Bye-bye.